Jai Hind everyone, I am Prabhat Kumar and I welcome you all to PYQ Academy. In this PYQ series, today I am going to start with the CDS examination in which I will be discussing the science portion of CDS 2 2021. So without wasting time, let's move further. Let's look out the trends. Each and every year, 30 questions are being asked from the science portion, and almost all the questions are from NCERT of class 9 and 10. And the toughness level is easy to moderate, and the more focus is on the statements, examples, and the direct formula based numericals. So, and by going through these PYQ series, you will see that various questions are repeated every year. And by going through these videos, you will also get the idea that what to leave in a particular chapter and what to underline, so that which means which fact is important for the examination. Okay, so let's jump to the first question. In the first question, the question is from the light chapter of class 10. Okay, and the question is asking that where should an object be placed in front of a convex lens to get real and enlarged image of object. Okay, so uh, this is the table which I took from the NCERT book itself. So let's it is asking about the position of object in which the image will be formed, real, enlarged. Okay, so we can see the image column. This is real, 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 and real, but in the size column this is enlargement. So our answer should be from this column. Okay, so the position of object is between f1 and 2f1. So let's see what is f1 and what is 2f1. Suppose this is a convex lens. Okay, this is principal focus. So this is f1, this is 2f1. Okay, and this is f2, and this is 2f2. Okay, so if when we are going to place the object here, so the image is going to form like this. Okay, beyond 2f2. Okay, and it will be enlarged. So our answer should be the option between 2f and f. So then first it is at twice the focal length. No, this is not, because if we will put the image at twice the focal length, then it will the image will be at 2f2. Okay, so this is not the option. Infinity is not. And between principal focus and twice the focal length, yes, this can be our answer, between principal focus and twice the focal length. So this is the correct answer, and the fourth option is beyond twice the focal length. If we are going to put this image here, so means beyond 2f1, then the image will be diminished. So this is not the correct option. So option C is the correct one. Let's move to the second question. The magnetic field lines inside a current carrying long solenoid are in the form of. So this is asking about the magnetic field lines inside a solenoid. So this image I took directly from the NCERT. It is from the chapter 13, class 10. Okay, the magnetic effect of electric current. So you can see the magnetic field lines inside a solenoid is same as that of a bar magnet. Okay, and it is a parallel straight line, not an ellipse, not a parabola, not an hyperbola, not a hyperbola. Okay, so our answer is option D. Third question is a ray of light traveling from a rarer medium to denser medium. Okay, this is a simple concept-based question. Suppose a ray of light is coming from rare medium. Okay, and if it enters glass, so it will be rarer medium and it will be a denser medium. So you can see that rather going straight, the refracted ray is bending little bit towards normal. Okay, so and if you can see here, from denser to rarer, the refracted ray is moving away from the normal. So when the light will travel from rarer to denser, okay, definitely it is going to slow down, okay, and bends not away but bends towards the normal. This is the correct option, okay. And speed up no, speed up no. So let's move to fourth question. This question from the chapter current and electricity. An electric circuit is consisting of a cell, an emitter and a nichrome wire of length L. If the length of wire is reduced to half, uh, then the emitter reading is okay. That means it is telling that, suppose let's take a nichrome wire and let's connect emitter. Let's connect it to the battery also. Okay. So if we are going to decrease this by this length, okay, suppose this is L and this is L by 2, so what will be effect on the reading of emitter? So we know that the resistance, okay, uh, this is R equals to rho times A by E. Okay, so L is the length and which is directly proportional to the resistance. So if we are going to decrease the length, so it is definitely going to decrease the resistance. So if we are going to put L by 2 in place of L, so mu R dash will be R by 2, and if resistance decreases then current will increase, okay. So ammeter reading decrease to 1/2, no, it will increase. Decrease option is also unchanged, it gets doubled, okay. So our answer is option B. This is the example taken from NCERT directly. What is the effect of pressure of a human body on sand? Okay, so this is directly taken from NCERT. This is from class 9, in which it is written that the effect of thrust on sand is larger while standing than while lying. Okay, so larger while standing than while lying. This is the correct option. Okay, you can think also, when you are standing, your foot is like this, but it is a small area, but when you are lying, the area will become larger, so the pressure decreases. So larger while standing than lying. Let's come to next question. Wait a minute. So let's move to the next question. In this question, it is given that, let me take my pen. An athlete completes one round of a circular track of diameter 100 meter in 20 seconds. So what will be the displacement after 1 minute and 10 seconds respectively? Okay, so let's take a circular track and the given diameter is 100 meter. Okay, so let's suppose the boy is running from here. So to complete one round, it takes 20 seconds. Okay, so to complete one round, it takes 20 seconds. So what will be the displacement after 1 minute? So in 1 minute there are 60 seconds. So in 1 minute he can complete 3 rounds. By completing the third round, he will be here. So in case of 1 minute, there will be 0 displacement. And in case of 10 seconds, so if he is able to complete the whole round in 20 seconds, then he must have completed the half round in 10 seconds. So after 10 seconds, he will be here. So displacement is the shortest distance, and shortest distance is 100 meter. So in second case, 100 meter is the displacement, and in this case 0 meter displacement. So 0 and 100 is the option. So option D is the correct answer. Let's move to the next question. Which of the following statements about universal indicator are true? Okay, this is a question directly from the chapter acid and bases, NCERT 10. Okay, chapter 2. So it is a mixture of several indicators. Yes, this is true. It shows different colors at different concentration of hydrogen ion in solution. This is also true. It helps to determine the strength of given acid and base in titration. No, not in titration, but in general. Okay, so this statement is wrong. So our answer is option B. This is the question from chapter 4, okay, of class 10, carbon and its compounds. So the first question is, which of the following carbon allotropes is are good conductor of electricity? Okay, so you must have known that graphite is a good conductor of electricity, and diamond and fluorine are not at all conductors. Okay, so option C is correct answer. And the next question is, what is the approximate percentage of carbon in Earth's crust? Okay, so in the first page of the chapter, it is given that the amount of carbon present in Earth crust is and in the atmosphere is quite meager. The Earth crust has only 0.02% of carbon. So here it is asked about Earth crust. So the nearest option will be 0.025. Okay, so answer is B. If the question was on the whole Earth, then it can be 0.02 plus 0.05. So, but the option is only about crust, and this is atmosphere. So, option B is the correct answer. When copper reacts with moist carbon dioxide in air, it forms a green coating of which one of the following compounds? Okay, it is asking about the reaction that Cu plus CO2. So it will become CuCO3. Okay. And if you are not able to form this equation, the same statement is directly given in NCERT that copper reacts with moist carbon dioxide in air and slowly loses its shiny brown surface and gains a green coating. Okay, so if you are going through the NCERT line by line, you will not face any difficulty in exam. So option is Q. 1 minute. Yes, cupric carbonate or copper carbonate. Okay. What is the name of the process that converts sulfide ores into oxide by heating strongly in presence of excess of air? Okay. So this is asking about a process of extracting metal. So you can find this in chapter metals and non-metals. Okay, of class 10 chapter 3. So here you can see that I took this image from NCERT. So let's come to this. Prior to reduction, the metal sulfides and carbonates must be converted into metal oxide. The sulfide ores are converted into oxides by heating strongly in presence of excess air, and this process is known as roasting. Okay, so the answer is 11B. And here for calcination also given, and for reduction, so you should go through all these definitions, because in the next exam question can be asked related to calcination or smelting or incineration. Okay, what are the constituent of alloy solder? So this is question from the same chapter, metals and non-metals. So if alloy is a combination of two metal, okay, metal 1 and metal 2 in different so it is asking about one alloy named solder. And so when you will read the chapter metals and non-metals, you will directly found a solder and alloy of lead and tin. Okay, so lead, that is Pb and Sn, and the option is option B. Which of the following limits the number of trophic levels in food chain? Okay, so this is also directly from NCERT. So here you can find there is a loss of energy as we go from one trophic level to next. This limits the number of trophic levels in food chain. So the question was limit the number of trophic levels. So deficient food supply? No. Polluted air? No. Parasitic organism? No. The answer is option C, decrease in available energy at higher trophic levels. Okay. So let's move to next question. This is a question from I think hereditary chapter, class 10, in which the scientist Mendel is describing about different selection methods. Okay, so let's come to the question. In P, a pure tall plant TT is crossed with a short plant TT. What will be the ratio of pure tall plants to short plants in F2 generation? It is asking about F2 generation. Okay, so here you can see that in F1 generation, a tall plant and a pure tall plant and a pure short plant was crossed. So the result was all tall plant, but they were not a pure tall. Okay, the short was here the tall is the dominant character and short is the recessive one. So but in F2 generation, the F1 generation was self-pollinated. Okay, so it was seen that there was only one uh, true tall, two tall but not the pure tall, and third one was the short. So in the question it is asked that what will be the ratio of pure tall plant to short plant in F2 generation. So in F2 generation, pure tall is 1 and pure short is 1, and these are tall 1. So this is the answer, 1:1, pure tall and short plants. Which one of the following statements about the variation is not true? Okay, so let's go through the statements. Variation is minimum in asexual reproduction. This is true statement, because in many of the cases it has been seen that in asexual reproduction, cloning is done, means the offsprings are the clones of the parents. Okay, so there is a minimum variation. That's why sexual reproduction is favored over asexual reproduction, and all variation in a species have equal survival of chances. So to know whether this statement is true or not, let's read here. Okay, the number of we have seen reproductive process giving rise to new individuals and that are similar but subtly different. Wait a minute. And number 7, here you can see, do all these variation in species have equal chances of survival in environment in which they find themselves? Obviously not. Okay, depending on the nature of variations, different individual would have different kind of advantage. So this statement is not true. So changes in genetic constitution result in variation. Yes, the variation will depend upon the genetic constitution, and variants can be selected by environmental factor. Yes, this is also true. This is also directly given here that selection of variants by environmental factor forms the various evolutionary process. Okay, so the question was asked about not true, so our answer is option B. Next question is, while studying vegetation of an area, the term population and community are often used. Okay, so which one of the following statement best describes population? It is asking about the definition of a population. So what is population? If suppose there is one individual, there is second individual, there is third individual, okay, there is fourth individual, fifth individual. So if you merge all these individuals, there is a single term for this. This is population. Okay. So a group of one species, okay, living in the same area at same time. So let's first, if we do not know the exact definition, let's first eliminate the option which is least probable. Okay. So a group of organism of more than one species. No, this is not true. One species is important because uh, suppose we count the population of humans differently and animals differently, because humans are of same species and animals like suppose cow of same species. Okay, so one species, so this is the wrong option. A unit consisting of biotic and abiotic, this is not the right option. So a group of organism of one species living in same area at same time and living in different area during different period. So let's take example of suppose India. Okay. Uh, mm, let's take suppose a particular area. So in India, the population is 130 crore in a particular time. So in 2020. So in same area at same time, so area and time is important. Okay, so different area during different time, no, this is not the correct option. Answer will be option A. This is the question directly from the chapter, I think, life process, chapter 6. Okay, so it is asking what in human body blood flows through a process of double circulation. So which one of the following statement is true in this regard? Okay, so we have to read all the statements. In the first statement, oxygenated blood reaches the left side of heart from lungs. Okay, so let's look at the figure taken directly from NCERT. This is right side of and this is left side. Okay, so according to the question, according to the statement, oxygenated blood reaches the left side. Uh, yes, this is the oxygenated blood and it reaches the left side of heart from lungs. Yes, okay. Red, it is oxygenated one and it is consisting CO2, that is deoxygenated one. Okay, so yes, the statement is true. In the next statement, blood in the left side of heart is poor in oxygen. Blood in left side of heart, no, this is not poor in oxygen, it is rich in oxygen. So this statement is wrong. Deoxygenated blood from left side of the heart is brought to lungs for oxygenation. Deoxygenated blood from left side, no. In left side there is oxygenated blood and it is brought from the lungs, not the blood is brought to the lungs. It is in the case of right side. So this is also wrong. Oxygenated blood from the right side of the heart is sent around the body. From the right side, no. The right side of the heart collects blood from all part of body and the left side of the blood distributes blood, oxygenated blood to all part of body. So this is also wrong. So our answer is option A. So let's move to second 18th question. In which of the following groups of organism is food material broken down outside the body and absorbed? Okay. Suppose actually this is a question from class 9 NCERT. Okay. Class 9 chapter 7 diversity of organism. So suppose we don't know the answer, okay, but let's try to guess. So suppose start from the lower one. Paramecium, amoeba and cascata. So we know that uh, amoeba digests its food through increasing its body part. Okay, so it takes the food inside its body. So this will not be the option, because in the option means in the question it asked what the food material is broken outside the body. Okay, let's come to this option. We don't know leash and cassata, but we know stay-worm is something worm like structure. So it will also take the food inside its body. So it is also not the correct option. Let's come to amoeba. This wrong option. Let's come to this option. Yeast, mushroom, bread mold. Okay, we are known about mushroom that it is a saprophyte. Okay, so and its nutrition depends upon the dead and decaying material. So in this case, in case of mushroom, some particles are or some food materials are broken down outside and then it is taken. So this is our correct option. Okay, so this is a simple numerical from a sound chapter. So in the numerical it is given that frequency is 4 kilohertz. Okay, and the wavelength lambda is 30 centimeter. So let's convert into standard form. It will be 0.3 meter and it will be 4000 hertz. Okay, so if suppose a sound wave is generated here, so what take it will time, suppose it is s1 s2 to reach, and the distance between the places is 2.4 kilometer. Okay, this can suppose, so we have distance, we need the time, so we know the formula, time equals to distance by speed. We need to find the speed. So this is the speed formula is directly given in NCERT, which is wavelength into frequency. So speed of the sound generated will be speed equals to wavelength, that is 0.3 meter, into frequency, that is 4000 hertz. So this will be 1200 meter per second. So now time equals to distance is 2400 meter by 1200. So it will be 2 seconds. Our answer is the option A, 2 seconds. Again, simple numerical from current and electricity chapter. An electric bulb is connected to a 110 volt generator. That means volt is given 110, and the current is I is given 0.2 ampere. So what is the power? We know the formula of power, P equals to VI. So let's put directly 110 into 0.2. It is 22 watt. So it was a very simple question, that formula based. Refraction of a light as it enters from one transparent medium to another transparent medium is due to. Question is asking about the region of refraction. That means when a ray of light is changing, suppose from air to water, rather going straight, it will bend little bit towards the normal. So why this bending? So the reason is directly given in the NCERT. Refraction is due to changing speed of light as it enters from one transparent medium to another. So not changing temperature, not changing amplitude of light, not the changing internal property. The answer is changing speed of light. So if you are reading NCERT, you can get the answer directly. A bus starting from a bus stand and moving with uniform acceleration attains a speed of 20 km per hour in 10 minutes. So what is the acceleration? So directly speed is given, that means suppose let's take u equals to 0, initial, final speed is 20 km per hour and time is 10 minutes, or I can write it 1 by 6 hour. Okay. So we know the formula A equals to V minus U by T. So V is 20 minus 0 by T 1 by 6. So it is 120 meter per second. Sorry, this is kilometer per hour square. So option is option B. This was a very simple question. Which one of the following is correct reactivity order? Okay, so with dilute HCl. This is asking about the reactivity. So if you know the reactivity series, okay, like sodium, magnesium, okay, that you can uh, get the answer directly. Or if you are not known to the reactivity series, you can see the statement here is directly picked from the NCERT. Mg is greater than Al, Al greater than zinc, and zinc greater than ferrous. Okay, so the option is answer is option A. Which one of the following acid is secreted by leaves of nettle? So when a student sees the question like leaf of nettle, why UPSC is asking this question? This is UPSC asking this question because in NCERT the answer is given nettle sting methanoic acid. So answer is option A. And you need to learn the whole table because in next paper any of them can be asked. Okay. Which of the following statements are correct? So this is also directly statements from chapter acids and bases. Okay. So first statement is all bases are alkali. Here you can say that bases which are soluble in water are alkalis, not all bases. So this option is wrong. All alkalis dissolve in water. Yes, this is the definition of an alkali. Okay, an alkali is a base that dissolves in water. So this is the correct one. Alkalis are soapy to touch, bitter in taste, and corrosive in nature. This is also true. This you can find directly that they are soapy to touch, bitter, and corrosive in nature. So our answer will be no. This is 2 and 3. Option C. Okay. Next question: which one of the following material is present in a guard tube that is used for preparation of assay? Okay. If in during examination, if you come to this question, you will not be able to answer uh, if you haven't gone through NCERT. In NCERT, this image is given in which you can find this. It is written that guard tube containing calcium chloride during preparation of HCl. So answer is calcium chloride. So means while going through the NCERT, we need to also look through the images which are given. Okay. The next question is fertilizers are used to obtain higher yields of crops. However, all nutrients are usually not available in fertilizers. So which one of the following nutrients usually not available in fertilizers? Okay. Actually, means plant need uh, some macronutrients, okay, and some micronutrients, okay. But these micronutrients are present in uh, soil, and some are in means low content. So, through fertilizers, and the plants are provided potassium, nitrogen, and phosphorus, that is commonly known as NPK. So, and iron is not provided. Iron is directly taken from the soil itself. So, option is A. Rupa and Sachin observed an animal in their school garden. Rupa called it an insect, while Sachin identified it an earthworm. Which on the following characteristics confirm it is insect? Okay, this is the correct question directly from class 9, chapter 7. I think so. the most important feature for of insect is that their jointed legs. Okay, so answer is option A. All these features: body of animal had very little segmentation, body of animal of cylindrical, and body of animal was bilateral symmetrical. All these are features also present in an insect, but this is a unique statement for an insect. So this is the most appropriate option. Okay. Next question is animals which are marine, bilaterally symmetrical, have a column and a notochord but never form a vertebral column are placed under which of the following? That means asking about one animal which do not have vertebral column. Okay. So let's look to the option. In first, the in last option is given mammalia, but mammals are having vertebrates, so this is the wrong option. Vertebrates are the animals with having the vertebral column, so this is also wrong. And chordata is wrong because it is also having few of the chordates is also having the vertebral column. Protochordata do not have vertebral column, so the answer is option B. So last question of this video: what is the location of intercalary meristem in plants? This is a question directly from chapter 6 of class 9. So in this figure you can see this is intercalary meristem. Okay, and in the statements you can see that apical meristem is present at the growing tips of stems and roots and increases the length of stem. Okay, the girth of stem and root increases due to lateral meristem, and intercalary meristem seen in some plants is located near the node. Okay, so it is asking about intercalary meristem. So option will be base of leaf and internodes. No. Yes, this is the correct one. And root or stems or roots? No. Tips of stems and leaves? No. Base of flower? Pedicel? No. Okay. So the answer is option A. So in the whole video you must have seen that I think for each and every question the reference is indirectly from NCERT. So if you are going through NCERT of class 9 and class 10, you can solve more than 90%, or in some cases all 30 questions can be directly from NCERT. So I had talked about the authentic source. So the most authentic source is class 9 and 10 NCERT. Okay, so go through each chapter line by line, and you can make your own notes also, so that you can revise it during examination. And in the next video I will be covering, this was the question from CDS 2 of 2021. In next I will come in with CDS 1 session of 21. Okay, so till then go and revise your class 9 and class 10 NCERT. You can also connect with me on different social media platforms, and I will also be creating one Telegram channel where you can join, and there I will be providing some valuable information related to your examination. Okay, and this is my Instagram handle. You can also follow me on Instagram. So if you like the video, if you like the content, and if you find it useful, then do subscribe the channel and share it to your friends. Thank you for watching PYQ Academy.